Hey there friends, I'm Popeye. We're playing some more Trails to Azure. Last time we finished our vacation, we went around the amusement park. Mrs. Popeye took control for a good chunk of the first part. I think she spent about half our tickets. We went on every ride. We tried to do something different with everyone there. Although to an accidental button press, we did the Hall of Mirrors with Wazzy, and we'd already done Wazzy for the shooty blasty castle thing. And then Kia
Multi-Dark Samus is just redeemed Hydrate.
I turned this thing
for 500 points.
Where is it? I know I turned this off. Where are you? Integrations. Did it not save? Where are you? I will hydrate. I mean, that's what I did, and it looks like it didn't fix it. Why are you? I'm just going to delete you. Delete. Okay. Let's. There we go. I accidentally closed it when I meant to save. But I guess now I can see if it actually saved itself. Okay, it did save. So now that should mean if I should be able to override my own cooldowns. Anyways, okay, I think I fixed that. Not sure why I didn't save the first time. But yeah, then Kia went MIA, and we found her in like a trance where Enforcer Zero, Campanella, had turned the amusement park into like his own weird version of itself. We had to fight some weird like ghost things, and then Kia came back to us. And now we're back on the job. I believe it's supposed to be like 2 weeks later. And it would help if after all of that, if I had reorganized my windows so I could actually like see chat and stuff. That would probably be very helpful. What the heck did I do? Okay. And just my little notepad. Okay. Okay. There we go. And yeah. So yes, to answer your question before, Sam says, my dog stole my pork chop. So I barbecued pork chops for dinner, and I had it on a plate on the table, and we have counter height tables, which means it comes up to like almost my chest. Our dog, if he was to like lengthen himself, is like 5 feet tall. Which means nothing in the house is safe from his mouth if he wants it. So I went out to like scrape off the barbecue after it had cooled off a bit. Come back in and see, and this was a good sized pork chop. It was like the Costco pork chop. Even after being cooked, it's about it's probably like the size of like my whole like cheek here. I see the entire pork chop with like a little bit just coming out of his mouth. I was like, oh my gosh. And then he had the audacity to ask to go outside to pee and then burp at me. So yeah, that was my dog stealing my pork chop. Okay. I think we put things in everyone's rooms. So I think we had some stuff to do. Long, short, shuttle. So we'll start. Oh yeah, we have to kill a bunch of cryptids. That's our goal. But let's start with the short ones. Let's start with, I believe that was the police station. I should have read that before I closed it. Yeah, okay, we'll start with the police station. And go for the counterfeit dealer. Jeez, has it been that long that I don't remember any command? Apparently not. Alright, well, we're just walking there. Alright, so in case people missed, I posted in the Discord, if people were super interested in the Canada Files game that I played, it's currently on sale 30% off. Or the core game, which is not in early access, is 60% off. Which I believe brings it down to just around or under $10 Canadian. And who are we supposed to talk to? Raymond. Margaret, how can you do this to me? I've had eyes for other men before. What changed? Do something before I lose for good. I must. It's Vice Commissioner Pierre. Not often seen on the first floor. Looks like something's troubling you. The SSS, how long have you all been standing there? Don't tell me you heard what I was saying just now. Well, we didn't catch anything specific that makes you feel better. Though you did mention something about Margaret having eyes for other men. What in the name of your favorite hostess, Vice Commissioner? How dare you watch your slanderous mouth. Margaret's the name of my missus. Missus? You mean your wife? Yes, you fool. I'm losing my wedding ring and being passed over for the role of commissioner. She's been nagging me like never before. Wait, what am I doing telling you all this? The vice commissioner's pretty whipped. Evidently he's in a tough spot with his wife right now. No other choice. Beggars can't be choosers at times like this. Look alive, SSS. I'm giving you a top secret mission straight from your vice commissioner. Top secret? What are you talking about? I'll be frank. I'd like for you to investigate my wife. You want us to look in your old lady? With utilizing your position for private matters, not violate departments and policy. You let me worry about department policy. Time is of the essence here. There are a formal support request or whatever they call it, if that makes you feel better. Now what do you say? I guess we could. Okay, I think we just found a secret request. Completely by accident, because I thought he was Raymond. Okay. Clearly in the hands. Can you start from the beginning? You'll really help me then? Good, I'll tell you everything you need to know, but not out in the open. Pull me up to my office. Your wife has been seeing a host? Please tell me it's Wazzy. Please tell me after all of this it's Wazzy. That's right. It seems she's been going to several such clubs lately. However, there's only one host in particular whom she's been meeting with in secret. Positive this man is a host? So test the same thing. Don't you think you should have a little more faith in your wife? I do, but I decided to risk it all to find out for sure. That's how I came across the evidence in her purse. Margaret is meeting up with a Mr. Man named Clyde. It's right there in her daily planner. What kind of man has a name like that? It's a stage name. He has to be a host. I wouldn't call that irrefutable, but I won't say he's categorically wrong. Keeps grasping for every straw he can find. So you think she's seeing a host, do you? Sorry to tell you, but I never heard one goes by Clyde, and believe me, I would have. What? Seriously, was it? Hey, it's a social business. Generally speaking, I know the names of all the hosts working in the clubs in the entertainment district. Never looked this chance to see some rookie slip my notice, though. Wait a minute, you seem awfully knowledgeable about all this. Don't tell me you're the new addition to the SSS, one who is, in fact, a host? Why, yes. You scoundrel, you're a member of the police force. People say if they found out what you did off-duty. Please try to calm down, Vice Commissioner. The matters right now is figuring out what exactly your wife's been up to. That's right. Trust us, we've already tried to lecture him on that particular issue. There's no getting through to him. Their words, not mine. Back to topic. You mentioned searching through your wife's purse, correct? Not that I condone the act. Do you find anything else that might benefit our investigation? Let me think. Now I remember. Her appointment reminders also had a location penciled alongside them. She's been visiting the restaurant in Central Square almost every afternoon. The restaurant in Central Square? You mean been set? It's Clyde truly is a host. Why would you meet your wife in broad daylight? It's not uncommon, a little secret tryst while the husband's at work. Much more often than you think. Plenty of hosts have regulars they only meet during the day. Then I'm right, aren't I? Again, Vice Commissioner, settle down. Stop growling him up on purpose, Wazzy. Who, me? Why, I'd never. At any rate, I think we have a good grasp of the situation. Do you mind stepping back and leaving the investigation to us? Fine, whatever you think is best. Just make sure you get to the bottom of this. Just with the utmost discretion, am I clear? Understood, we'll get right on it. Man, I can't believe we agreed to this. To be fair, the Vice Commissioner didn't seem genuinely concerned about his wife. It's worth investigating until we see the truth of the matter ourselves. If we must. So, where should we begin? Let's try the restaurant in Central Square first. His wife's been over there with this alleged host often. We'll be able to get some information from him too directly. Sounds like it's a good place to start. Senny, shall we be off? Okay, so we started a secret quest. Completely by accident. What is this random text on the sign? It looks like ASDF KILI. This is like my optometrist test. Look. Host question mark? With a keen eye, Margaret. Forgive me if I'm being out of line, but you truly are wasted on your husband. Oh, Clyde, you always have such a way with words. And we were told about it. Sure enough, he's with the Vice Commissioner's wife. This is Clyde, is it? Doesn't look like any host I've met before. Grab a seat nearby so we don't call any attention to ourselves. There's a chance we'll manage to find something out. Understood. Let's split up into different tables then. So looking for the pamphlet from before, seen the photo as well, but fell in love on the spot. Ah, did you now? Wish the two of us could go and visit sometime then. Like I could even arrange a room at the hotel. Oh, now there's no need for that. Already gone, the view's just as magnificent, not a single thing to complain about. That's wonderful. It really simplifies things too, now we can move the plans forward a bit, and... You seem comfortable around each other. It sounds like they're planning a trip to Michelin together. Still, something seems off. Start, the guy's being way too much of a kiss-ass. Is he trying to sell her, like, a timeshare? Like a condo? So I'm having decisive evidence yet. Let's keep listening in then. Well now, I'll just be excusing myself. Of course so, and I'll see you again at the club. I know I belong to the entertainment district, yes? Expect me there, man. I want to keep you from what you've been dreaming of any longer than necessary. I hardly wait. The date's over. Stu Lloyd. Get to find out anything concrete. Let's keep tailing them then. Randy, Wazzy, and I will go after Clyde, L.A.T.O. and Noel. The three follow Margaret. Make sure you don't get spotted no matter what. Understood. Let's blow this joint. Things are heating up nicely. Sorry to keep you waiting, Clyde. I brought what we discussed. Thank you very much, sir. So how'd things go? Actually, I've been quite enthusiastic about the idea. Closing the deal later at Nuit Blanc. That's good to hear. Almost time for the next cruise to leave. We'll head back to Michelin and make sure everything is in order. Up to you now, Clyde. Secure this contract, or rock you straight to the top of the firm. I won't let you down, sir. Okay, Clyde, you got this. There it goes, guy. Sure it's fired up. Sounds a bit. He's been meeting up with the Vice Commissioner's wife in Louis Blanc. What should do now? We don't need to keep tailing him now that we've got what we need, right? Yeah, let's contact all the others. We should regroup at Police HQ for now. We have just enough to nail down who this Clyde person really is. Well, how'd the investigation go? My wife been having an affair with the host or what? Just calm down, Vice Commissioner. Ellie, what happened after you trailed Miss Margaret? Well, we watched her as closely as we could, but we didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She eventually went back home to the residential district. She didn't meet with anyone else on the way. However, she does plan to meet this Clyde person at Nuit Blanc later. What? What do you think he's doing, taking my wife to a seedy place like that? Oh, that's the last straw. I'll assemble an entire SWAT team and storm Nuit Blanc. Told you to calm down, Vice Commissioner. Last thing you want is to send our officers there, you know, considering who owns the place. Well, what am I supposed to do then? Every second we waste, the host gets closer to sinking his lecherous fangs into my Margaret. I don't think you have to worry about her falling prey like that. At least not as far as hosts are concerned. But what do you mean? He had it figured out from the start. I don't think this Clyde is a host at all. Pardon? Isn't host, and what idiot's name is he? I think he's just a salesman. I don't think he's a... Well, do we know enough to say he's a con artist? Let's see what... Yeah. But we can tell Clyde's most likely a salesman. Salesman? I don't know if his speech patterns did sound like he wanted to sell something, just not his body or good time. Exactly, his attitude itself is proof that he's anything but a host. I won't touch myself. Work hard to give lonely Ms. Dams a brief reprieve from their otherwise painfully mundane lives. Top-class host escorts his lady with courtesy, but he'd never humble himself more than necessary. We aren't there to grovel. I don't know if I'd put it quite like Wazzy did, but my conclusion is more or less the same. From what I could tell, Clyde and your wife didn't look like they were having an affair. Bush came off more as a buyer and a seller. That's the impression I got. Seems they met several times now. It wouldn't be unreasonable to say they're working out a business deal of some kind. Even if this is all true, just what sort of purchase is he sweet-talking my wife into? Well, if we keep running with this theory, I think we can figure out what kind of salesman he is. I'd most likely deals in real estate. So he's trying to sell our property? You mentioned Michelin came up during their conversation about a set. I thought it was about a vacation, but that pamphlet suggested otherwise. Yeah, I was probably promoting upscale properties for sale in Michelin. After we tailed him to the Harbor District, Clive received something from a man in a suit. That's right, the way they spoke to each other gave the sense that it was his boss. Might have been delivering him a contract of some sort and needed her signature. We piece all this together. Clyde is a real estate agent who's been in talks with their wife about buying a property. It's going along smoothly. Miss Margaret was so receptive she even went to Michelin herself to scope out the location. Assuming this is all true, it would explain why she's been meeting up with this man so often. Yeah, it's all starting to fall in place. Today it entered the final negotiations, which means the contract will be signed during their meeting at Nuit Blanc. Yes, I think I get the gist of it now. Wait just a second, I mean Miss Margaret is trying to buy property in Michelin without even consulting me, wouldn't it? I'm not made of money. Did she know how little a vice commissioner makes? So how does that woman expect to scrounge up that kind of mirror? Maybe she took out a loan? It's a possibility. Maybe even convince her to take out a reasonably large one. This is worse than I could have imagined. You know what I must do? I'm going to storm into Nuit Blanc myself. I'm not going to let this shark swindle my wife right underneath my nose. This Clyde fellow, piece of my mind, drag Margaret out of there. This is the last thing I do. Thus spoke the henpecked husband. How could we just flip some horrible switch inside of him? Tell you what, we're already here, so why don't we go and lend a hand? Who has to charge him to New Ale by your lonesome, don't you think? can argue with that, but is that really the reason you want to go? You have a real penchant for chasing drama, you know that, Wadsy? I haven't the slightest clue what you mean. Girls, if you don't hold him back, I highly doubt anyone else will. Yeah, I don't have much of a choice, I'm not too stoked about it, but I think I can get us into the place. Well, pal Zax is probably on bouncer duty at the door right now. The devils are you all mumbling about over there? If you know I belong, can you come with me? That's final. Yes, sir. That's what, think you can squeeze on, let us squeeze on by, Zax? Oh, and I want to keep this secret from Shirley and Uncle Sigmund, but I'm sure you already knew about that part. I was wondering when you'd show up again. Didn't think you'd be as an errand boy, though. You really have lost your touch, huh, Commander Randolph? Like the young miss said. Stop calling me that already. This is the same Jaeger we saw in front of Crimson Coat before. Alright, I'll look the other way this once. It was a little favor from me to you. Don't stir up any trouble inside, got it? Until you peeped the young miss or the vice leader either, sound good? Just dandy. Well, I played my part. It's like they haven't arrived yet, so you better get inside if you're gonna ambush them. I think I'll sit this one out, though. Fine, should probably keep a lower profile anyway. Well, I'm going in one way or another. Now decide amongst yourself who else is gonna be joining me. Someone's worked up about this. This bravado has carried him too far to back down now. I'll go. I've been looking forward to this since we took this request. Vice Commissioner Lloyd and myself should be plenty, yes? Yeah, it should work. The rest of us will remain here on standby then. You contact us with your enigmas if you need backup. Will do. Okay, let's head inside. Yes, in we go. He really had to squeeze us in. They looked absolutely slammed in here. We've requested that your wife and the man be seated at a table over here when staying at the club. I see, that'll do just fine. Turns out he really is some crooked real estate agent. I'll see to his arrest myself. Believe me when I say I'd love to see that. Don't look now, but I think that's them over there. Excuse me, I have a reservation for 2 under Clyde. Yes, right this way, sir. My, this is a fancy club. Your first time visiting, Margaret. I would think you've already seen everything Crossbill's to offer with your husband so high in the police. Oh please, that's alright. Maybe you're the vice commissioner, but his salary's peanuts. Much rather drink the night away with some hostess in a dingy bar than take his own wife out to dinner. My apologies then. The only good news would allow me to kickstart the proceedings by buying you a drink. I'd be happy to accept. Don't worry, Vice Commissioner. Why, I don't need you telling me what to do. What is this little snooty little taproom? It's beyond my means. Dingy bar suits me better. What's wrong with that? Nothing besides your overwhelming inferiority complex. Bringing him with us was a mistake. Shall we get down to business then? To request the purchase agreement for this villa in Michelin's residential area. Simply sign your name on the dotted line, it's all yours. I've been waiting for this moment. I'm more than happy to sign. Right, it's a contract for a property at the resort. What's the plan now? We still haven't learned whether this deal is on the up and up or not. Stay. Stay away from my wife, you charlatan. What? Pierre? Oh no. This can only go well. What in the world are you doing here? Cancel this deal at once, Margaret. This crooked realtor is swindling you. I beg your pardon, now just hold on a moment. Look, I haven't done anything wrong in the least. Oh, funny joke, calm man, you can't fool me. Here. You're whining and dining my wife, buttering her up and taking some kind of ridiculous loan out on this property, aren't you? Here. Be a cold day again now before I let you sink your grubby claws in dust like that. Here. Stay silent on this. CBD's vice commissioner, Here. Sorry, Snookums. That was the quickest murder I've ever seen. Hear that whip crack? You go, Margaret. Goddess, how do I put up with you? So you vice commissioner, how you so blindly jump to the wrong conclusion and treat this man like a criminal? Have you no shame? Well, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Hold on, are you saying this is all a misunderstanding? What, it is? Well, I'm hooked. Go on, Margaret, spill that tea, don't leave it drop. Very well. Firstly, Clyde here is a respectable realtor who deals in luxury properties. Assessment was wrong to begin with, there's nothing crooked about him at all. I don't understand, we don't nearly have funds to splurge or something like that. Actually, I recently took up trading stocks in my spare time and I've been making a tidy profit ever since. These past few days have earned me more than your salary could in half a decade. Stocks. To be honest, my patience with you has reached its limit. Pitiful man who can hardly look his own wife in the eyes. And your position was only earned through luck and connections. Not if it's just so you can avoid being at home with me, but your late-night drinking binges are straining our finances. You're in a much better mood when you thought you were the next commissioner in line if the old one was dismissed. Then the other vice commissioner was chosen over you. Your sour grapes have made you roast and complain incessantly ever since. A little harsh, man. Quite honestly, didn't think I could live with you any longer. That was the reason I consulted Clyde. I would use my earnings to purchase a home for myself. The plan was to separate from you, or eventually filing for divorce. Originally, that is. Yeah. Out come the claws, now it's getting good. Were you born without the ability to feel compassion? Wait, did you say originally? Huh? I did. You organized all this because you were afraid of losing me, didn't you? No, I've been too afraid of me to step foot in the house. I'm impressed that you went through all of this. And I don't want you to come home so we can sit down and talk all this through. Margaret. Very sorry, Clyde, but we're gonna have to put this purchase on hold. That can't be, Margaret. We were so close. It's not as if I've canceled this deal entirely. It's wrong of me to negotiate alone. I look forward to discussing this again in the future. You and I may not be separating, but the property still interests me. I'm sure I'll purchase it eventually. I would have preferred to close the deal today, but I suppose I can't force you to sign a contract. I'll just excuse myself then. Until Clyde wasn't guilty of anything in the end. Makes me feel kind of bad for suspecting him the way we did. Oh, who cares about his feelings? What matters is that we kept the Vice Commissioner's sinking marriage afloat. Should we go in too, Pierre? We'll see you again tonight. We have plenty to discuss. Come home straight after work, understood? Yes, Snookums. And so he dons the leash yet again. Excellent work today, SSS. Well, that everything worked out in the end. It's relief that your wife wasn't being taken advantage of. Well, that's all well and good, yes, but now I'm gonna be paying out the nose for a villa I've never even seen before. God, if we're not getting a divorce at least, suppose we can use the new place as a weekend retreat. Margaret did seem charmed by it for what it's worth. Yeah, man, sometimes you gotta give and let the lady have what she wants. Besides, the funds are coming out of her own stock market earnings in the first place. Which is a whole different can of worms. How did Margaret even manage to? I really need another reminder of how much more capable she is than me. And reap what they sow, as they say. Be that as it may, as long as I'm still a married man, at the end of the day, I'm grateful. You have my thanks, SSS. Time, Vice Commissioner, you can count on us. Show ourselves out now. Alright, now that we've done that, we can actually find Raymond, wherever the heck he is. Wow, this is like a whole constant conversation. So apparently they're so busy trying to like deal with the aftermath. What the heck is this? Can I eat it? I cannot eat it. So the first division's dealing with like spies and counterintelligence stuff, and the second division is having to take over the high-profile cases. Wait. Thought we were supposed to... Where's Raymond? Oh, we can now play Pom Pom Party with Fran. Maybe she's a better opponent. And everyone's here to tell us that, like, oh no, the cryptids are super strong. Okay. Okay, and apparently all the population hates the police, which, you know, deserved.
任せて。行きま。
おっしゃよし
任せて。
Who the heck is this Raymond fellow? To Google. Is there another police station? No. I have no idea where he is. He's right there. He's not this guy. It's not you. It's not you. Can't go downstairs. This is just the two of you. No one in the chairs, no one else in this room. Can't go upstairs. No one down this hallway. And no one in this room. This one doesn't look like it. There's nothing else I can see. I'm not allowed to enter the elevator. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where he is. Maybe we just come back to this one.
さてと。
よし任せてくれ
任せて。
Unless he's not in our police station, right? That's not what they meant. I don't think. Well, the game is going confusingly, I suppose. Alright. I guess we do this one. Far end of America Village. Okay. To the car.
よし行くかどこに行こうかなさあ行くぞ到着だ
The far end. But if you're not the mayor, this one, I suppose. No. In my home. Are you the mayor? Oh, I guess it's there. What is my fool son think he's doing? Concerning, yes, but I believe it's possible he's been... Hello, Chief Tolte. Call for the special support section. Oh, Mr. Hayworth is here too? There you all are, I've been waiting. Take you've seen the request? Thank you for coming. Sure thing. Why are you here though, Mr. Hayworth? So happens to just taking this particular problem as well. Talking things over with Chief Tolte, I decided it would be prudent of us to consult the SSS. Considering the circumstances, the situation called for a professional investigation. If that's the case, this must be a serious issue. Recall the description mentioned that this had to do with your son, correct? Yes, it's a very complicated matter. Brief you all on the details if you accept. Is now a good time? We're here to help, Chief Tolte. Tell us everything we need to know. Thank you. I'm in your debt once again. What's going on, son? Derek's been acting strange lately. I've listened to some kind of sinister plan in the works. Sinister? Is it really that bad? I don't know the details yet. As a matter of fact, I don't know what's going through that boy's head at all. See, not long ago, Derek told Harold that Emery could no longer be doing business with him. Really? Why would he do that? We've always been on excellent terms with the village, Mr. Hayworth? Yes. My best to be kind to the people here ever since I started doing business. You see Chief Tolte today because there's further been some kind of misunderstanding. Yes, the Chief here was just out of the loop as you were, am I right? Yes, you are. We never intended to wrong Mr. Hayworth like this. Elsewhere in him would have been a grave loss for our village. I'm sure my son is fully aware of that as well. It certainly is strange. The reason Derek had to go over your head to make a decision like this so rashly is exactly what Harold and I have been discussing. Doing so, a certain questionable individual came to mind. Derek's been meeting with a foreigner from out of state recently. A foreigner? So many details on him at the moment. It was that he and Derek have been talking behind closed doors. Nothing so suspicious, quite like a secret meeting. Right, such my request to you is to investigate this foreigner for us. Really is plotting some sort of nefarious scheme we need to put a stop to it once. I apologize if this comes off as rude. But is something like this really worth submitting a support request for? Surely the logical approach would be to simply speak with your son yourself. I don't think that's our call, Teotot. Fair to say so, but the young lady is correct. Derek and I have been at odds how to best run the village for a long time. I tried to confront him about this, but I never could get an answer out of him. See, it's not scolds, you're just naturally immune to sleep. Maybe if you unequip whatever gives you sleep immunity, it'll help. His father, it pains me to admit that. Wonder he decided to consult us. That about brings us up to speed. We begin investigating immediately. We can start by interviewing each of the villagers. Feel free to do so. Essentially, Derek and Elkin are delivering produce to the city right now. Maybe better off to speaking to them last. Thank you for looking into this, SSS. I hope we can get to the bottom of things. Do everything we can, Mr. Hayworth. Oh no, stranger danger! That's this request. Time to meet some strangers. Trying to think of what his son's hoping to get out of it. I guess the logical conclusion is that the son thinks that by doing business with this foreigner, because this is all about money, that he can make them more money. Although that seems hard, and Mr. Hayworth seems to have been giving them great deals on stuff. Sometimes there's a guy up over here now. Maybe you were in here. Oh, okay. Okay, so this guy says the fort is cheerful. Oh, this lady's got a whole essay. She's gonna have a few questions for you. Oh, him? I describe the man, I'd say considerate, Can you elaborate? I'm just passing by the children as they were playing. Accidentally got his clothes dirty. Rather than raise a fuss, he paid it no mind. In fact, he gave them candy. Couldn't decide whether to thank, compliment, or apologize to him. He had me speechless. Interesting. Well, thank you for your time. Did you get the license plate of his windowless white van before he gave your kids candy? Mom spanked Camille the other day. It was all red like an apple. Monocle guy. Okay. Dresses nicely. Buy some ingredients while we're here. Excuse me, I have a few questions for you. Oh, he's got a keen eye, I can tell you that much. What do you mean by that? He's become infatuated with our honey, raving about being a surefire hit that he could sell across the entire continent. Across the entire continent? What is he, a trader or something? Never heard him outright say it, but that seems likely. Starting to taste like that, I'm sure he's already made a name for himself. Rather thrilled if my grandson were to follow his example. Is that so? Well, now I know the dude's some kind of merchant. It's good information now. For your help. Not a problem, feel free to talk anytime. So he's a considerate merchant who dresses to the nines, likes honey. Okay. Parliament has been staying here on and off. Pleasant enough to be around, very polite at that. Polite, huh? Did you happen to know this man's name? I believe it was Mineth. Because that's what he wrote in the guest registry. At least we have a name to work with now. Anything else you can tell us about this individual? Well, I wasn't too chatty, so there isn't too much to tell. A porpoise? What kind of, dolphin are we talking here? Did call Derek up to his room a couple times to talk about something or another. That's pretty much all I know. Sure. Sounds like the secret meetings. Oh, they aren't? Interesting. I did not know that. What makes them different? They're not dicks. Okay, so they're having secret meetings here. Actually, no, we'll save our money. I'm staying here. Okay, I've got more info to go off now that we've spoken to the villagers. Close to narwhals and belugas. Interesting. Supposedly a kind man. Type that's courteous, patient, and caring of kids. Flattened, spade-shaped teeth. Okay, so they don't have the pronounced beak, and their teeth are flat and not round. Or flatter. I don't know why he's here in the first place, and it's suspicious in and of itself. You make a good point. Guess we never did learn of a motive in any of those conversations. The biggest thing that stands out to him is talking to the village chief's son in secret. That doesn't pass the smell test. I'm inclined to agree. It's incongruent with everything else I've heard, so you should follow from that. Wait, over by the entrance. Zelkin, when I went with Derek into the city, which has just gotten back to speak to him. Or we could go fishing, Lloyd. Did you ever think about that?
それ よーし大物だ
Excuse me, Hilton, right? There are a couple things I'd like to ask you. Oh yeah, what can I do for you? I'm guessing you can ask me about my shiny orbital truck here. No, sorry to disappoint. Oh, really? It's the Vern Company's latest model. Beth gave it to me for real cheap. By Beth, you mean the foreigner who's been visiting the village recently, correct? Just how cheap we're talking. Hey, get this. This is for the low price of just 50,000 Mira. 50,000? I wouldn't give it to be that lucky just once. Does the goddess have it in for me or something? Ease me, I can see you turn as green as your hat. Sorry, force of habit. Moving past Noel's canophilia. I wish he didn't just invent the word mecanophilia. The average market price of a new truck should be nearly 500,000 here, which makes it seem that you paid exorbitantly low. Maybe 90% discount, sounds more like charity than a bargain. Well, they said the price was cut so we could make our work easier without breaking our budget, and Derek had been working out some sort of plan. Guess it's coming along. That minute, I tell you, my hat's off to him. Plan? Shoot, Derek said I'm not supposed to talk about it. Pretend you didn't hear that. This Menth guy's the real deal. Say, wait a minute, did you come back alone, Elkin? Chief told us that you and Derek went to the city together to deliver produce. We did, but Derek told me to catch up us back to the village later. He said he had some business to take care of at the hotel in the entertainment district. Ah, so that's what happens in Congress. They turn off one side of their brain. Alright, this could be your chance. Give them face to face, probably. Should head over and check things out. You're speaking with us, Elkin. I mean, I'm sure there have been weirder candidates. Entertainment district. Everything's just parked in our garage. It's a carport. Hotel. Entertainment's this way. Hey, can you divulge the name of all of your guests? If not, I'm just going to enter all their rooms one by one. Alright, I'll meet up again tomorrow then. Good talking as always. Ah, wait, aren't you? Pardon us. Derek from Enrique Village, correct? To me, is there something I can help you with? Should probably open up with this, but with the Crossbow Police Special Support section, we have a few questions I'd like to ask. You'll never take me alive, cop. Is that so? I guess my father sent you here, didn't he? So you even called the police, huh? I'm just rich. He had his reasons. I already know his game. He's snooping around and find out what I'm up to, right? Nothing to hide. Ask me anything you want. Not the reaction I was expecting. Get straight to the point then. Told you you've been meeting in secret with a man named Mineth recently. I'm explaining why. Every time as though my father can do anything about it. Mineth's been helping me out with a little project of sorts. Part of my plan to revolutionize the village. Revolutionize the village? Why would he keep something so important from your father? Well, intention or not, doesn't it concern him just as much as it does you? I've tried talking to my father about this kind of thing more times than I can count. All he ever has to say is, I've lost sight of our ideals and that making drastic changes won't solve anything. If things continue as they are, a rural village like ours has no future. Real, meaningful reform is the only way for us to keep Emrico alive. Father doesn't understand that one bit. I see. It's from there that you inherited this Minth character. Unlike my father, he's actually willing to listen to my ideas. In fact, he helped me discover a huge opportunity for our village's apiary. Work with him to launch a major enterprise in the near future. What? Can you even hear yourself right now? Mind your own beeswax, that's all I have to say to you. Got what he came for, right? I need to get back to the village if you don't mind. That was rather curt. Yeah, he totally blew us off. Anything what I'm thinking? I'm just try speaking to this math guy. Hell, maybe he'll give us a better idea what the jamoke's all about. We should show ourselves in. Here goes nothing. Who is it? I didn't order any room service. Excuse me, we're looking for Mr. Mineth. Apologies for bothering you. With the Crossbow Police, we have a couple of questions to ask you. Oh dear, you're police officers. Why didn't you say so sooner? Come on in, the door's unlocked. This feels almost too easy somehow. He's more of a wheeler dealer than we think. Alright, we're coming in. This dude looks like a villain. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Mineth. Brings you here today. So we have a few simple questions I'd like to answer. That be alright? Of course, we'd delighted to help an officer of the law. Some kind of trouble in the area, perhaps? Not exactly. Now, this pertains to you, specifically. I want to know more about and what brought you to Emrico Village. Start by telling us about yourself. Well, this is a surprise. As you police officers, I have no reason not to cooperate. Reiterate, my name is Mineth. I'm a corporate executive. My responsibilities range from product development to sales and operations. When visiting Emrico Village to secure an important business deal on behalf of the Quincy Company. You see the Quincy Company? Not ringing any bells personally. You heard of them, Mademoiselle? In a sense, the Quincy Company is a famous international confectioner. One of the most prominent names in the field that can even get their products here in Crossbelt. Sounds familiar. I think I used to buy their chocolates as a kid. I always paid more attention to what was in the wrappers than what was on them. Well, alright, young man. I too was what one might call brand blind in my youth. Despite working for the company, I'd never been one for sweets. My long-standing reputation as an irrefutable salesman, in fact, led me to my current position. I apologize, I didn't mean to get us off track from my personal milestones. It's fine, we're the ones who asked. It's about that business deal with Emrico Village you mentioned. How would it have anything to do with Derek, the village chief? Tell us that something with the future of the village? Oh, did he now? I guess I suppose there's no keeping those details under wraps. Yes, Derek and I have indeed built a strong working relationship over these past several days. We're aware of that much. Can you elaborate? But of course. We're going to build a chocolate honey factory. Quincy Company is constantly seeking out new opportunities to grow our confectionery business, such that office tasked me with a project to that effect. The goal is to gain a foothold from which we can expand into Crossbell. In other words, you wish to establish a subsidiary of the Quincy Company here in your state? Precisely. I began my inquiry by paying a visit to the department store in your city. There, I found it. The luxurious high-grade honey produced in Emrico Village. That honey's made with the lotus flowers from the village's fields. You recall Mr. Hayworth praising it for its quality. And he's sure that honey is the product of nature's bounty passed through for the ages, for generations. Seeing those fields was like the goddess herself showing me the way to a brand new confectionery venture. Call it the American Honey Company. American Honey Company? Not exactly pushing the envelope, but I won't deny it's pretty catchy. Selling candies made primarily from American Village's delectable honey. In order to do so, we need the full cooperation of the villagers themselves. Approached the incoming Chief Derek with a most magnificent proposal. I asked if we'd like to oversee the construction of the factory as well as the new business enterprise. You offered to make Derek the manager of a Quincy Company subsidiary? Naturally, my company might fully use good sales and marketing expertise, the field to be overseen by our staff. We don't want to cause any trouble for the villagers after all. On the contrary, we only wish to ease their life's burdens. I do intend on building a factory, though. After discussing the many great possibilities, I've decided on using the village's private property on Old America Road. It's only ever been used for storage. Derek was readily willing to agree to the arrangement. No doubt almost anybody would be under those terms. Just how keen Derek is on revolutionizing the village. Everyone comes out a winner, isn't that just swell? So glad you understand. Derek's talents and strong sense of responsibility are more than enough to qualify him for the position. But I've divulged all I can, so that answers your questions. It does. Thank you for your cooperation. You have a much better grasp on what's going on in the village now. Anything particular that you'd like to discuss further? Not at the moment. Sorry to take up your time. We'll be going now. From and all officers, come back anytime. Take care. Why is it playing Arc-en-Ciel? Where do we even begin? We got a plan to put together. Evidently, Minith is more shrewd a man than we took him for. Whole spiel took some untangling, but it sounds like it could pay off big time. Seems too good to be true, honestly. At any rate, I think we've got all the answers we're looking for. Let's head back to America Village. Chief told us we want to hear about this. I don't believe this. Minith's with the Quincy Company, and there's this whole American Honey Company business. An extensive plan they have, and involves building a factory in the village's private property, no less. Never did I take Derek as the type to pursue something like this. Has Derek returned to the village yet, by the way? Sorry, I don't believe I've seen him around. Did he return to the village when we ran into them at the hotel? I must confess that Derek doesn't come home very often these days. Instead, he's renting a room for himself at the Ash Tree Inn. Jen Madison saying there as well. Perhaps that was Derek's reason for relocating. That always plans to industrialize our land, proceed without my knowing. What a shameful excuse for a father I am. I wouldn't be so sure about that. If you think the Ash Tree was actually Minth's idea rather than Derek's, maybe it was him who's trying to keep you from catching on to what's going on. But what do you mean? Let our dashing leader handle the details. Knowing that first part, I'll do my best to explain. There's something more to this than we realize, Lloyd. I'm only speculating, but I have my suspicions about this Minith character. What do you mean? The plan you laid out would supposedly benefit everyone involved. America Village gains a new industry. Quincy Company gains a subsidiary in a market they want to expand to. It seems all well and good. It's too good to be true, don't you think? Now that you mention it. Another point of concern, consider the ridiculously low price at which Minith sold a new orbital truck to Elkin. In this context, we can think of it as an upfront investment. An orbital truck isn't something you give to someone at random, not at the prices they go for. I never heard of one selling for only 50,000 euro until now. What you two are getting at is that he knows it's going to make that mirror back, doesn't he? It's very strange indeed. Companies large as Quincy wouldn't normally invest this much capital into an unproven startup. They wouldn't, would they? I don't like where this is headed. Leading me to believe that Minith has an ulterior motive, one that's guaranteed to make him a profit. Well, this is just conjecture, of course, but I'd still suggest you keep in mind what we're saying. Well, I'll be very careful how you approach this matter. Doing the fine investigative work. As though I finally understand what's going on here. Thank you for the help. Yeah, happy to, Chief Dolter. Are you saying we can handle it from here? Investigating, be like, that's alright, done more than that for now. As soon as I heard about their plans to build a factory, I knew I could never support such a thing. Speak with Derek later and try to persuade him, not just as a father, but as chief. That'll be for best. We'll be excusing ourselves then. Don't hesitate to follow up if there's anything else we can do. Of course, I'll be sure to call you again if the need arises. Alright, I guess we're done here. Outside mains. We'll do that, then we'll try to find that other quest again. There's our car. There's our car. So it's just outside mains. Maybe close to the old mine. Actually, while we're here, anything worth purchasing? Purchase some ingredients. And actually, let's do some cooking.
Choroi. Yoshi, こんなもんか。
少々不安です。当然の結果ですね。ちょっと自信ないけど。できたわ。
No, just on the regular.
よし、やるか。いい感じか。
Jeez.
ちょろい。
There we go. Peerless.
ちょっと自信ないけど。
Oh, nice. We got cat food. That wasn't the bad version we wanted.
問題なさそう。ちょっと自信ないけど。
New material?
ちょっと自信ないけど。何かしら。
There we go. Bitter burger. We fully completed the burger.
よし、これな。
うまくいくかな。いい感じか。勘弁しろって。よし、こんなもんか。よし、うまく。よし、
問題なさそうです。当然の結果ですね。よし、
Again, we're just getting the.
やりました。
Yeah, we got Wonder Candy.
勘弁しろって。させてくれるか。
How did you make dumplings?
よし、もうなんとか。
よし、
よし、これならなんとか。大成功。よし、もう
勘弁しろって。よし、こんなもんか。
Dang it, guys, we're trying to make the bad versions of stuff. I guess we have cat food to give to the cat now. Okay, so just outside the village. Oh, do I not have the... Oh, do you need to be...
さあ、始めましょう。
よし。
I think Noel might need to be in the party to see these on the map.
これで一安心です。
Oh, I turned the last guy kept opening to that EP charge took earlier, so go ahead, try me.
みんなチャンスよ。
ここだ。よし。うっしゃ、いい感じだぜ。
グッジョブです。そこやそこやそこ。
Oh, we can go back inside. Well, it said just outside. It didn't say inside the mines of Moria. I'm gonna assume we keep going out. Try checking the chest a second time, only to witness a tiny bearded man with a pointy hat again. He stops his lively jig and glares at you. Quickly close the lid. Jeez, I feel like I've done this whole area before, but that must have been in the previous game. We'll heal right after this. Use that rod to give the Imperial Fishing Club a taste of their own medicine. They're so snobby. They'll never allow my airbending chest buddies to get a word in edgewise. This perplexed Genevieve all the more. You always kept your anger over this whole arrangement, and you've been so cold. You're lucky you can't even act angry with you like this. We did get some equipment that I feel like might be outdated. Yeah, outdated. We were supposed to come to this area long before. And RIP to anyone who wanted that story piece long before. It's not over here. Guess
敵接近注意してください
somewhere in this cave or just outside this cave.
私の
I'm
そこ
assuming
で
it's
す
not in the tunnel.
これで一安心です
Gosh dang it, it says in the deserted mine. If it's deserted, who's in here looking for
行く
monsters?
ぜ行くぞセイト
任せて行きます
いや
さてと 敵出現やっちゃいましょうえはいさてそこです
甘いっての行く
Do I
ぞ
want to know what kind of postcards Chaos is sending you?
はちょろいぜ
やっ
I mean, that is chaotic.
行くぞみんな俺の番だなと
任せてそこ行きます
そこだ
私の番ですへい
俺の番だな任せろぜせはっ
私のいやごめんなさい先に行くわね
I hope the monster to exterminate is... What do they call the into an orbman? Quartz or square? The frame is square. They should call it squarement. That's Goldia, Jerry. Goldia. Jeez, that was a Seinfeld reference.
はい
よしま
Is it you?
そこ
No.
よし一気に行くぞ
わ
あいた
かります
俺の番だな
はいへい私の番はいさあ
Yes,
先に急ぎま
exactly.
しょう
I like that these things run away from me.
行くぞみんな
That way I'm only fighting by accident.
私の番ですそれ
ありがとう俺の番だな
Gosh, it's gonna be one of these, huh?
行くぜ
助かりました
行くぜ赤き空のしまこんなもんかね
And not dealing with that. Not fighting the weird dickhead dragons either. Did I take the long way when there was a shortcut? I'm guessing it's through here. Is it you? Yes.
危険度大手強いです
分かった行くぞ
Well, we gotta fight many giant bat rats.
おっしゃ
They're listed as large bats, so I think they're fat bats. Any chance I can chrono down bats? They deal in confusion, it seems. Right, I can cast an art for free. It would help if you did not kill our own teammates. Their attack is called Fat Press. Just critical on whatever attack. Sure, let's finish this guy off.
Yes.
What does that have? Just short range. They're basically lined up. Probably this collection because there's a good chance to kill 2 of them.
負けるかとそこだまだまだ負けるかとってこはっ負けるかよし
Oh, how it was so much easier when half our team was dead. And they get 0 experience. The rest of us get accelerated experience. Okay, what's the... Tio and Noel's. Blast Hammer.
さて
行くぜ行くぞ
任せて
Hello, Avery. How's it going? This is what I think it is. This is a shortcut back that we should have taken on the way here. Oh my gosh, this is totally a shortcut. This just comes up and wraps around. Oh my, that was so much faster. So now we want to go this way. Kill this weird flying fish thing. Go back to our car. Okay, we've done a few missions. Let's see if we can try to find Raymond again. Maybe it just wasn't spawning because we were doing, we'd done that other quest. Actually, we'll turn in the 3 other quests. Oh yeah, and let's beat Fran and Pom Pom Party.
お疲れ様でしたはいお疲れ様でした報告はいいではまた
Alright, Fran, time to blow off work together. Sure. Oh. How's Fran still alive? I'm barely hanging on here. Dang, I should have kept that in blue. Dang it, Fran! Is this the best song? Wow. That was a good chain. Oh, there we go. Can we go rub? We're gonna go over to the police station now. Let's see if we can rub it in her face that we beat her, even though she totally kicked our butts the first time. Okay, where is Raymond? Maybe we need to do some main quest line stuff first. But it says short. quickly Google and see if maybe I'm just stupid and missing where it is. I keep reading this as Crossbell Police Station. It's Crossbell Station, the train station.
はい
行くぞ
I'm so mad at myself. Yes, I was in the wrong place. It should be somewhere here. I'm guessing it's this dude right in the middle. Yep, there we go. There you guys are. Thank God you came to help out, right? Hey Raymond, sounds like you're in a bind. Wait, are you alone? I don't see this Inspector Donovan. Right, about that. He's kinda wrapped up in something else right now. Anyway, do you mind if I could give you a quick rundown? Please do. According to the details of the request, you're after a counterfeit dealer again? Boy, am I. Legal reforms instituted by the new mayor allow us to crack down on this sort of thing. The convention's been beefing up its efforts against us as a result. Now that counterfeit dealers managed to worm her way back into Crossbell. Staking her out for the longest time until finally I caught her in the act again. Are you saying it's the same one who came through Tangerine Gate earlier this year? One person does something like that. That's right, you helped us when we screened the passengers on that bus. Let's see how I describe her. Foul-mouthed. Frighteningly loud. Surprisingly spry for her age. I don't know if I'd say she's about to get him. I see. Sounds like quite a character. I'd love to meet her. Got a hand to you though, Raymond. It's wonder you're such a dark horse. Didn't find work catching that slippery old prune again. Yeah, about that. She managed to cut and run the end. Record-breaking speed even. Things were going so well till then, too. Evidently, the old woman refuses to unlearn her old tricks. Safe to assume her little fraudster's hiding in the station right now, then? Bingo. Man, you guys are smart. I knew you guys are smart. Trying to make a break for Erebonia. She already thinks she shook us off, too. Little she know I'm right on your tail. Bought her over on platform 2 waiting for a train without a care in the world. Since some time before the next one the Empire arrives, perfect chance to apprehend her. Hope the break's there, but it's really all that open shut. What the hell do you need us for? Right, so here's the kicker. Inspector Donovan's busy, I'm the one handling this case. Problem is I maybe kinda sorta lost the nerve to catch her on my own. Raymond, conscience says she's aside. It's the fact that you're short of manpower here. Crossbell Station's a large area to cover on your own. Perimeter isn't secured, she could easily escape. Yeah, I get it. So you had no choice but to call in for backup. Need the SS to lend a hand if I plan on shutting down this counterfeit dealer once and for all. Basically, I need some of you on the lookout to make sure she doesn't try to slip out of the station. Heck, you already caught her once before. If you can help me take her down again. I get the picture. We'd be happy to help you out. Awesome, thanks a bunch. I'll be big time for this. First things first, let's figure out who's gonna help make the arrest. Let's come with me. Yeah. So it's us plus probably one person. So, who do we want to try and bring down this lady? I feel like Tia would be kind of funny bringing like a 14-year-old. Option 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. You were thinking the same one? I thought would be funny, so let's go with that. You're up, Tia. Okay, the rest are gonna keep an eye on the exits. I don't see any sign of them. They've already boarded the train. I should make haste. Okay, so she's in here somewhere. We gotta find her. Tio found her. Whoa, a fellow trader, eh? How is business in Crossbell? Not well, I'm afraid. Rough go with thanks to a business rival impeding my sales. That's rather unfortunate. Honestly, people like that are a disgrace to our industry. No, I'm sure my own shortcomings were at least partially to blame, so I'd head for the Empire and make a fresh start. But mercantile resilience is admirable. Perhaps it is fate that we met like this. I could introduce you to some of my connections in Arabonia. Oh my, you'd really do that for me? Thank you, kind sir. Do you believe I'll take you up on that offer? Not on our watch, you won't. Crossbell Police, Special Sports Section. Long time no see, ma'am. You're... Hello, Miss Counterfeit Dealer. Perhaps you recognize this munchkin? But you thought you'd lost us, huh? You're getting away this time. What the blaze is going on? I'm afraid I don't understand this woman. You're a counterfeit dealer? State laws changed since we last crossed paths. We're taking on suspicion of illicit business activity. If the station's surrounded, there's nowhere left to run. Why make things easy for all of us and turn yourself in on it? I said bite me, you shit-eating brats! Holy... what? You cornered me so I couldn't escape, did you? Screw me over once, shame on me, but twice? This is why I despise the police. They're all a bunch of snakes. Says the snake oil salesman or saleswoman herself. If you want to get caught, they shouldn't have pulled up in the stick. Who asked you, jackass? So if I'm surrounded, if you want to take me in, you'll have to catch me first. I don't think I'll ever get used to those words coming out of that mouth. What time are you spacing out loud and need to move? Yeah, right after. All exits and entrances are secure, just have to go grab her. Yeah, why is your sword just missing? Or is the Twitch just being dumb? Did you accidentally unmod yourself? Here I just thought it was Twitch being dumb. There, should be fixed. It's not those little punks. I want to cut off my escape. Fine, I'll just make a new one. Is she gonna jump on top of the train? So what is this? Okay, there we go. My ticket out of here. You're kidding. It can't be. Inconceivable. How desperate can you get? And how the hell am I supposed to explain this to Inspector Donovan? Let's go, Tio. Go away. Wait, seriously? Nothing they're actually chasing after. How else are we gonna arrest her? No time to talk. We're moving ahead. But why do I just can't leave all this to the SSS? Wait for me! You okay? We didn't have to jump on the train with us, right? We can handle it from here. The inspector assigned me to this case. I just can't let him down. Besides, it would be fair to you, the only humans who got to look cool. See, perhaps I misjudged your seemingly non-existent fortitude. Where's the counterfeit dealer? She could go into the train. We have escaped into one of the passenger cars. From the rear and clear them one at a time. There should be anywhere left for her to hide, to move. Right behind you, the old bat's not getting away from us this time. That old lady just dumped down from the roof? Yeah, who the heck is she? Shut your gaps, quick cock. What do you think this is, a show? She is a demon. There she is. What? How are you brats so persistent? Don't you know when to quit? Ironic, I would say the same for you. Surrender peacefully, you've nowhere left to run. Yeah, give it up, we got you cornered. Huh. Thought you might say that. Listen well, you whippersnapper. When his ideas light shines in this continent, I'll never be caught. Never! Seriously, what does she think she can do at this point? Never mind, after. Get back here! Train's finally moving in. At last I can get some rest. It's time to bid our long-due farewells to Crosspell. Can't help feeling guilty for our comrades who were caught by Heiyu. That just means they weren't adequately prepared. The failures are their own. Yeah, sounds good. That gentleman, pardon me for intruding on your lively conversation. What, here? Heiyu? Damn, you tailed us all the way here? I sincerely believe Master Cow would allow you to escape so easily. I'm one of the anti-immigration faction. I'm gonna have to ask you to come with us. To reach Altair, we'll disembark and board a train right back to Crosspell. But we're done for. Out of my way, bozos. Huh? Ah, my damn hip. Didn't I tell you numbskulls to get the hell out of my way? Rats, I can just stand here. The fuzz will be on me any second. The hell? Who's this old hag? Hmm? Yeah, it's something. Slumkins giving you a hard time? Yeah, I guess they were thanks to the assist lady. Maybe you were alive. I don't know what you did to piss these goons off, and beggars can't be choosers saying that all help I can get. Listen up, if you have any common sense of gratitude, whatever, fall in line and come with me. And those pull your weight and it might just be your ticket to freedom. What? Really? You heard me, chop chop, boys. Right. Wait. What just happened? She's back on the roof again? So there are other people following her too. You told me she had reinforcements in the train all along. Maybe all of her support and Shari in custody. Must pursue them regardless. Yeah, you're right. Back to the roof, everyone. What the? Who's the terrorist from the Republic want to attack the trade conference? They just had during the CPD. I don't know what you're doing here, but damn if we just didn't let you put us in irons. One step further and be here will last. It's the only warning. Originally your guess is right on the mark. But these terrorists have allied themselves with the counterfeit dealers a mystery to me. It's going to take a lot more than threats to make us give in to terrorists. I mean by force if we have to. Oh, wait, what? I never signed up for this. Raymond, you better not be just an NPC. The fact that we're doing this on top of a train is pretty cool. Dang it, Raymond. Wow. Really, Lloyd? Did he just shoot Lloyd?
よし
さてエニグマクレ
俺の番だな
やさて
What's with these pricks? One's barely worth a bullet. Those other two, they mean business. Yeah, we got ourselves some time. Pull back. Right. Did he just walk on nothingness? The guy at the top? Did he just like walk off the train and then just walk on nothingness? That was nuts. Yeah, well, let me get away again. So there's nowhere left for them to escape. Your wits about you. They're unlikely to go in without a fight. Let's quickly heal. I guess they were kind of like off on the edge. Stop right there. You can later just tell them to give up to you. I'd lucked if I run into these youngsters. Stop selling at the end of your rope. There's no left to escape. Just come quietly and surrender now. This for you three as well. Yeah, you heard the man. Damn. We let ourselves lose to punks like these. The goddess. Kids these days have no backbone. What exactly do you mean hospital about escaping still possible? Yeah, I don't just think it, I know it. I never teach you Jesus not to count your chickens before they hatch. To reach Altair, I'll have you right where I want you. Probably it's my turf, see that means I'll have some home field advantage. There's with Golden Station, the only thing you're gonna see is my dust. You gotta be kidding me. You're still planning to make a run for it? You're pouring on top of the moving train for idea's sake. Yeah, man, listen to me, you baby-faced little twerp. As long as there's ground at my feet, I'm gonna walk in as a free woman. Then catch me if you can. You'll have to take me alive, coppers. Without through those little walnuts called make my brains on. Yeah, what she said. We're with you every step of the way, man. You have your mind so you can possibly think you can still get away with from this scot-free. Man, if anyone could have even sold a woman, she's really up for a rocker. If you don't clinch this arrest, the inspector's gonna chew my ass off. With the crusty windbag talk, she's not getting away on our watch. Detective Raymond, I concur wholeheartedly. This is the way I want to play, with no choice but end things here and now. Discover and do whatever it takes to neutralize them. How many times do I have to go over this? You punks don't think you can stop me, go ahead and try. Get 'em, boys. Ugh. She counts as a target.
Enigma, Kudo. Ikuzo. Ha. Ya. Ikuzo. Minna, ikkini ikuzo.
Okay, now I can't get the old lady as well. Don't screw with me, brats.
Yosh.
Her attack is just that she yells super loud. That's pretty funny.
Yosh.
Is it gambling time after this? Is that what I'm hearing?
Ikuzo. Ikuzo.
Well, I think we already have all the gambling prizes. Actually, unless they added new ones after the halfway point in the game. This can't be happening. Maybe big palookas, pull yourselves together and defend my honor. Ah, fool. After I just look at you little pant shitters have done. That's the way I'm fine. So try and stop me. After I jump off this train, don't think I won't. I would really not recommend that. Maybe you're gonna break more than just a hip, even if you can survive. Your persistence defies all reason. Not even the terrorists are able to hold out this long. Yeah, seriously. Your cat has chosen you, Samus. You should feel lucky. Where is my cat? Is cat here? Cat is not here. Cat's probably in the other room. Dog. I believe dog is on his bed or on the couch. At least we apprehend them. What's our next move, Rain? Oh, right. An old terror soon, so I guess the rest of it is handing them over to the Republican Army. You'll have to ask her on that one. My cat woke me up the other day because it like stretched, its claw snagged on my mustache and it pulled out one of my mustache hairs. That's how I woke up. I think that was 3 days ago. Shall be guardian citizens. Better that they be handled by their own. That's conducted to contact Altair Station. Let them know we have some people in custody to transfer. Allow me to extend my thanks to you for all your hard work. Take custody of them from here. Just leave this to us. It is gambling time, I see. Appreciate the help. Get moving. Damn you. You'll pay for this. You'll all pay for this. It's enough out of you. Don't tell me what to do, you pissant little bullet sponge. I don't even know how to treat a lady with respect. Yes, take her away. Not to sound unprofessional, but I hope they send her somewhere where we'll never have to see her again. Likewise. Gotta make sure that woman never gets a chance to pull another stunt like this. Capital punishment. That's how we settle this. Let me thank you one final time. Take care on your way home, you three. Well, thank you. I hope you didn't prefer to be the ones to make the actual arrest. Understandable reaction. Circumstances are not the most favorable. You find some solace in the fact you're unable to escape. You're here, plus it means I get to keep my ass. Ooh, now I just have to write up a report for Inspector Donovan. I thought it was when you pay someone a lot of money to, like, go to their room or, like, sit in the corner and think about what they did. Alright, good luck with that, Raymond. Alright, we all set to wait for way back to Cross Building? Yeah, we shouldn't linger here. Here, since we're here, why not just get some sightseeing? Serious some other time, Raymond. Not the result we expected. But the important thing is that we did not let the stragglers escape. For now, let's return and report to Master Cow. Agreed. You know how all our friends are like here at the station. I'm kind of surprised when we heard you've gotten yourselves all the way up to Calvert. Seriously though, didn't think you guys signed up for an epic train chase. Apologize, I should have tried to contact you. Well, I managed to apprehend the counterfeit dealer, so all's well that ends well. Arguments here. Just leave it at that. I should get back to the 2nd Division and write up a report on all this. So that means we'll be seeing all of you. I hope his report is... We're on top of the train. Fired in a mist. Fired in a mist. Lloyd took like 1 down and 3 hits and I fired in a mist. That's about the extent of what he did. Job well done, Detective. You two were the real stars of the show today. I had a chance in Canada of arresting that crass old coon all by myself. Crone. Can't thank you enough, guys. Really. Oh, we're glad you called for us. Stop and support. That's what SSS is all about. The only thing you have to do is ask. Sure, I'll drop you a line if I ever need your help again. Okay, finally. We got this one. Oh yes, and I wanted to see if... So a couple things. We will check gambling. First I want to see if we can feed the cat. Is feeding the cat an option? We'll give the cat food. Nyan nyan. Nya. Are you getting past this? Thanks, Coke. Okay, we fed the cat. Feeding the cat is important. Next, gambling. Let's see if there's any new items to purchase. Do we have the jukebox? Okay, hold on a sec. Do we have the jukebox? Got his comfy chair. There's his flying machine. Is this the jukebox? I don't think we have the jukebox. Alright, time to gamble. Maybe. Alright, time to make a crap load of money, or tokens. We're doing poker, I believe. Yeah. We already have a straight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? I mean, we can try for a higher straight. Dang, I think I meant to raise. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 2 pair already. There is a flush. If they have 3 spades, that's a flush. Let's. Oh, they wiped their hand. I'm sorry. They pulled a straight out of nothing. They dropped all of their cards and somehow drew a straight. I think we nuke this one and go. Oh, that's so much worse. Keep the pair. 2 pair. Yeah, I can't make a flush. I might stop early on this one so we haven't. Have enough to start doing some raises. Wait, they held? So we'll stop here, take our winnings, so that now we can do some raises. That'll make everything go faster. Got a full house, let's raise on this. We've already got 2 pair off the bat. Let's raise again. We've got 3 pair. I don't think that's how it works, but we've got 3 pair. Do I go for the flush? Because there's both straight and flush on this one. I think I just I play it safe. We got 3 pair of 6s. They nuked everything. So I think we're safe unless they somehow... Yeah. It's not a great hand at all. I think we got a nuke. Yeah, we got nothing. Nothing's worth keeping. We just gotta hope that their hand is just as bad because they also nuked. No, dang it. It's already a full house, we'll raise. Hi, cat. Good boy. Yeah, we just got a nuke that. They also nuked, so I hope they didn't pick up anything because we sure didn't. Whew. Yeah, nuke that. Do we hold that and go for the 8? That's not great odds. I think we have better odds of just nuking our hand and hoping for a pair on this. Gosh dang it. And they kept one. Yes, but I got rid of the other cards that would have been useful. Okay, that's an open-ended straight draw. 7, 8, 9. Oh. We did 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's almost a straight flush, too. Four, 5, 6, 7. I know the 9 would have made it a stronger straight, but this game doesn't care about that. We got a pair, it's whatever. We got 2 pair, it's nice, and they nuked a hand. Nuke it. We pick up a pair inside, so we got 2 pair. That's honestly probably the best we could have done. They did as well, though. Because there is Doggo. He's now, he was sleeping, he's here now because the cat was in here. He probably couldn't see the cat because the cat is small. So he's like, oh, I want to be in here now that the cat is in here. He's annoying like that. And there he goes, chasing the cat. Ah, that's an open-ended straight. No, not open-ended. We would need the 10. So we keep the pair. Yeah. I thought that the cat was already... I thought you've already captured the cat, or rather the cat has captured you. There's 2 pair. Ace kicker, not that they care about the kicker. We've already got a flush. I think you gotta speak to Cat Daddy. I think that's kind of his domain. Okay. We gotta win this. If we keep the queen, we have an open-ended straight. We need an 8 or an ace. If we keep the queen and the 7, we just need another spade. Ooh, this is tough. So if it's spade, it's approximately 1 and 4. But for the open-ended straight, it's an ace or an 8. There's 8 of those. 8 divided by 52. Is only 15%. So it's better to go for the flush. Oh, and sorry, we would also need the jack. So yeah, we're going flush. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. Spade. Yes, we got it. Whew. Now we just have to do that again, and then a little bit more. Okay, we've already got 2 pair off that, so we'll raise immediately. Can you hear my cat in the background? We've got 3 pair again. Wow, that mic is picking up well. Yes, he is probably starting to get hungry. His dinner's usually around, we feed him late, like 10:30 at night, so he eats late so he doesn't bother us in the morning. Is the plan. Okay, we keep the pair. Yeah, so the cat gets 3 meals a day. Like 8:30, 3, 10:30, and then the dog gets 2 meals a day at like 11 and 6. We've already got 2 pair. We'll raise on that. And lately he hasn't even been finishing his food. Like, we'll go in the morning and he still has not finished his dinner from the previous night. We've got 2 pair. Solid. Yeah, and then the dog gets 2 walks a day. One in the morning around about 8:15, 8 o'clock, and then one in the afternoon around like 4-ish. Already got 2 pair. Yeah, we just keep that. Okay, this is a pretty solid hand to finish on. Well, not quite finished, we'll still have to earn back a tiny bit of money. So we just need to make it so our payout is 2,000. So we need a prize of at least 30. Now 40. So if we win this hand, we win it. I don't think that works in these games where I'm pretty sure they just shuffle everything back into the deck each time. We got 2 pair. This should do it, I hope. You may hear more cat now because I can hear him using the litter box. Usually he wants to let us know he's used his litter box. There he goes. So it's not uncommon to just hear the cat like that at like 1 a.m. Especially if the dog's not letting him come up the stairs, because all the cat stuff's in the basement. And sometimes the dog will just sit at the top of the stairs so that the cat can't come up. Oh, okay. Okay, what is this? Oh, we finished Randy's room, it looks like. Hey, Randy, can I come in? Yeah, go for it. And then we'll see if we can play Best Song on repeat, just for Samus's. What's up, time to roll out? But HK didn't need anything else in particular from us today. Tell me you've been drinking in here. Be honest with me, Randy. I wouldn't dare. What are you waiting for? Let's head on out. Unbelievable. So even though I give him a hard time, I know Randy's responsible when it comes to this sort of thing. He'll probably be fine. Oh, by the way, I feel like you got a bunch more stuff in your room now. Is that a surfboard up there? Yeah, people usually get a lot more out of them over by the coast, though. Catching waves on Lake Elm, though. It's not a total waste. Why's that lake surfing ain't so bad? I didn't know you're into that sort of thing, Randy. And this thing here, what are these called again? I guess I wanted a magazine once. That, my friend, is a jukebox. I'll put 10 mirror coin and they'll play whatever music suits your fancy. We're likely to find one some back alley dive in an upscale bar, though. Okay, this is officially Best Song, whatever plays right here. Tower of the Shadow of Death. Catchy. This is pretty nice. It's almost makes me feel nostalgic in a way. Yeah, I haven't really seen him anywhere around Crossbell, though. Pretty popular out in the sticks where there's not much to pass the time with. I see. Jukebox at the bars you used to visit? Sure did. Randy? It's nothing. Anyways, we heading out or what? Mademoiselle and the others are probably waiting. Excuse me, waiting for us. Fuck, leave them alone. Yeah, let's go. I'm sorry, Sam. Officially, this is Best Song. It's the only one it'll play. He's got... We didn't buy him any records. It came with the one record. It doesn't even have a B-side. This is all it can play. Alright. Right, so now we gotta go... I guess not gotta. We're gonna go check this Taste of Crossbell. This is not Best Song. Best Song! Welcome to the Crossbell News Service. Are you here on official business? Yeah, good morning. We follow up on a sport quest from CNS, something about needing help with a gourmet guide. Of course, thank you for coming. You able to start the request right away? Our stomachs are ready. Begin whenever. Understood. Just have you wait on the second floor, then the staff member in charge of the press will fill you in the details. Of course, it's Grace. Always Grace. Hello, hello, my dearest SSS. Sorry to keep you waiting. Bodies are Reggie, stomachs are Grace. I had a feeling it was gonna be you, Grace. Probability was high from the start. I don't sound so disappointed. You only show a little enthusiasm. It's been forever since our last collaboration. If I recall correctly, your previous support request sent us all on a trip across the state. Wait, just what are you planning to have us do this time? Requested something about gathering materials for a gourmet guide, no? You know it. A proposal from the Crossbell Business Owners Association a while back. Apparently they're inspired by Merquois' efforts. I'm glad to see you're motivated by being the Lorax. Long story short, the CNS is teaming up with them to put out a gourmet guide. In conjunction with the Business Owners Association, what exactly does it entail? Basically, they plan to feature the best eating establishments in Crossbell State. In addition to the coverage, each place can offer discounts and other deals to readers. That is, keep Crossbell and Mira local and all that jazz. Pretty nifty little plan, would you say? You get it? Sounds pretty innovative. Sure, let's cut to the chase. Part of this guide is going to feature gourmet recommendations from some of Crossbell's most prominent figures. Maribel Qua from the IBC, for example, or Ilya, Theodore, Eugene from Arkansas. Goals get people talking about having some of Crossbell's celebrity citizens share their #1 picks. That's where the SSS comes in. They'll be taking part too. That's quite the request. I guess it piques my interest, but SSS really belong in the lineup like that? I ain't too keen on either. It's always nice to shoulder with Ilya or Maribel, so don't get me wrong. I don't think we're going to be drawing in readers the same way they will. Let's not mince words here, we're the filler. No, you can't seriously think that, can you? You guys have been blowing up. You got a real fan base these days, you know? I've been getting a lot of requests for lurid candidates of your everyday lives. I'm curious to see what ChatGPT thinks the Lorax is. Please don't. I'm just joking anyways. What I'm trying to say is you guys are popular in your own right. Just in case never would have asked you here in the first place. Fair enough. What would you like us to do then? You're on board? Good. I'll give you the deets. The Lorax is an anti-hero, not a villain. He passionately defends the environment, speaking up for the trees when no one else will. Though his methods are sometimes harsh, his actions are driven by a deep concern for nature rather than malice. The Lorax opposes the Onceler's destructive behavior, trying to prevent the devastation of the environment. His role highlights the consequences of unchecked industrialization and the importance of conservation. Sounds like communism. He's against capitalism, so he must be a communist. First, you're gonna head to whatever restaurants or food carts and try their fares for yourself. What I want for each of you is a dish that speaks your soul. It's gotta be the bee's knees and nothing less. That I'll have you all write a little article on your findings here at CNS. Would you go into eateries around the state and choose our personal favorites among them? One problem though, what if one of us doesn't cross anything they like? The Lorax isn't necessarily a communist, instead he's a character advocating for environmental stewardship and responsibility. His opposition to the Onceler's greed-driven capitalism can be seen as a critique of unchecked industrialization. That doesn't align him with any specific political ideology like communism. Lorax's primary concern is the well-being of nature, rather than advocating for a particular economic or political system. Ah, so he's a druid. Understood. He's a chaotic good druid. Have some faith, Noel. You know how big Crossbell is. Shouldn't you find at least one thing that tickles your taste buds? If it really comes to that, I'll just have to write something about all the spots you checked out. Only as a last resort, ideally all 6 of you should have a favorite dish to introduce to our readers. Confirmed. Okay. He is a druid. Which means we're headed to at least 6 different places. Anything we should look out for, or avoid maybe? Let me think. Sorry, but everything at Michelin's already been covered and someone else is doing the bars. Other than that, knock yourselves out. Shame, that takes Trinity off the list too. But I'm sure our boss will be disappointed to miss out on all those potential new customers. Sorry, Wasi. I'll put in a word with the guys handling the bars. Already got in contact with all the eligible spots, so don't have to worry about the tab we're paying. As long as you identify yourselves, they'll be happy to serve you their signature samples. Sounds lovely, so we just have to try 6 places minimum, excluding bars or anything in Michelin. We can challenge them in pacing ourselves. We need quite a lot for each one of us to find a favorite. Yeah, there's no rush. Take your time and savor everything Crossbell's to offer. Once you're done, turn to the CNS so you can report your findings. If not, then just let Tria know and we'll get back to the office in a jiff. We are not going to pace ourselves. We're going to eat everything right now. Okay. You offer food? Give us food. Hey, after the best in the land, you're in the right place. Guess so. We're the special support section. We're here to eat everything you have. Look, officers, and let you sample the very best McCart has to offer. It's on the house. Heavenly noodles. Okay, it's heavenly. Broth has a kick. Punch chop. This is what Chaos is currently eating right now. No food redeem. It's spicy with a deep, complex tang. Okay, Randy found his favorite, I think. It's a whole world of rich flavors just beyond this bowl's spicy horizons. Combine that with these perfect supple noodles dancing in the broth. This is Chaos's review. Combine those with perfect supple noodles dancing in the broth. They got something only a real man could appreciate. This is man's ramen. Putting the man in raw man. This is it, Ozell, my man. It's the path of the noodles you've been telling us about. Yes, you finally get it now. Cherish it, young one. It's true enlightenment you're tasting. As a reward, I shall teach you the recipe. It serves as the foundation for these very same noodles. Master it and open the eyes of all your friends. Yes, we're out right now trying every food we can. Thank you to whoever gave Beardy a shout out. Okay, so Randy's got his. Is that the only food in here? I don't think there's any carts or anything out here. No cafeteria at the IBC. Okay, let's try. Is it you? Yeah. Can I help you? Place in order to do it at the counter. We're actually here to eat everything you own. Okay, we've got to find ourselves a table. We get to sample his rice. Peerless fried rice. So who is going to appreciate it the most? It's not going to be Randy. Okay. Okay, it's Noah, it looks like. Because Noah's forgetting to swallow. I'm gonna shovel it down the hatch. As long as she enjoys the food, I couldn't care less how she eats it. Seconds, I may plenty to spare. Sir, yes, sir. I've seen Noah like this. She was like the kid in the middle of a growth spurt. You know I was gonna handle the long lows right up to all yours, Noah. Okay. I don't think there's any restaurants or carts or anything down here, right? Trinity's a bar, so it doesn't count. You can't eat a guillotine. So, okay, so that's... Are any of you guys food carts? No. No. You can't eat windmills either. You can't eat a balloon. I guess, accept. Thank you for the quote. We're here to eat everything you have. Herb pasta. I was gonna guess Ellie for this one. I love how Ring's like, it's not spaghetti in a can. He's bring Kia with us next time. Was it no one? Oh, no one's favorite was that. Interesting. Okay. Is bread an option? Can we just eat bread? Oh, apparently bread. Bread is just... You can recommend, like, what's your favorite meal? Just a whole loaf of bread. Okay, so Chaos is doing the ramen, Beardy is doing, or Bready is doing a loaf of bread. Sam says you gotta figure out what your food is. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy like fresh bread, but I'm not gonna eat the bread just by itself. It's gonna, at the very least, it's gonna have butter on it. Sorry, it's vegan margarine, I guess, technically. Okay, cutlet sandwich. It's the way I remember it is stressed backwards is desserts. And stress has two S's. So one S is desert, two is desserts. Oh no, we're not bringing that cow back. Why is that cow still... That cow has been around longer than, like, some people here have... That cow will always be around longer than Chaos has ever been affiliate. The cow of a thousand dicks. This was something from Baker. I don't even remember how we got onto this cow. There's something in Baker's chat. If anyone remembers the origin of the cow with 100 dicks, that's like that origin story is at least like 4 years old now. Okay, the cutlet sandwich isn't anyone's favorite. Really, that does not make it any clearer. A general store. I guess it doesn't have to be in the city, does it? Okay, what have you got? Ice cream? Someone's favorite's gonna be ice cream. Septicolored sherbet. I think we've already lost best song, because Arc-en-Ciel has its own song when you're in this area of the map. Is this going to be Tio's favorite since she's still thinking about it? Tio looks like she got hit with a bad case of brain freeze. No, not quite. Only 2 shots of words. Girl popping candy, creamy, refreshing coolness. Perfect balance of flavors harmonizing your palate like an optimized quartz loadout. This is the beginning of the sherbet revolution. Okay. Someone's got to tell Sherb to stop revolting again. And we found Sherb's favorite is apparently this ice cream. I assume you won that fight, because I think I had to go... Was I going to bed when you were finishing up? Can I get you text? I can get you this. You can screenshot this. That's probably the best I can get you now. Poison green. Nice. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, shout out everyone. There you go. See, Samus says this is why you needed your mod powers back, so you could give people shoutouts, even though I can't tell who is doing the shoutout. Okay, so 3 people have their favorites. It can't be a bar. Was there like a hot dogs? Is someone's favorite juice? Tomato soda. Cerbic tomato juice. Okay, so there's more spots because we don't have everyone's favorite. So I don't think there's anything at the tower. So I think what that means is we have to go outside of the city. So to the car. We must go eat things. Was there a hot dog stand or something on Station Street? No. We'll get you one day treasure chest. Okay.
Thank you for the tier 1 gift subscription to Sexy Jinjin. Whomever wishes to remain anonymous.
Yeah, whomever wishes to remain anonymous. Okay, whose favorite's the military food? I mean, I actually don't like celery, so you know that's fine. Tide of Plenty hot pot. Okay, so Waz didn't take his gang to the military base for dinner. Okay, so who are we missing? Ellie, Lloyd. I think that's it. I wonder if America, if might be Lloyd's, if it's very Comey. Country fresh, maybe? Celery in mayo with faux crab. Faux crab, fine. Mayo and faux crab, good combination. Especially if it's like Japanese, like Kewpie mayo. Fantastic. Celery, no. Omelette rice. I thought this would be Lloyd. Aw, I love seafood salad. I also like the seaweed salad and what you call it? Like the pickled turnip salad. Seafood salad is literally like mayo and faux crab mixed together. It's often as a side dish in Asian restaurants, Japanese restaurants, Chinese restaurants. I prefer seaweed salad over seafood salad personally is my like side. But I will still take a seafood salad side as well. So we're just missing Ellie. Okay, didn't I get any fishing rod? Is that something I can use out here?
ここなら釣れそうだな。それ。
I've never had one with
Thank you for the
celery.
tier 1 gift subscription to Seafood
Suspicious.
Porridge. Whomever wishes to remain anonymous.
Dang it, Anonymous. The fish got away because of you. Oh, this one's fast. I see chat, I'm not reading chat. It's a distraction. Oh, jeez. Okay, invest. Wow. I thought I was being super fast. Okay. Okay, there we go.
ま、こんなもんかな。それ。
You cannot shout out the current streamer. Take that, current streamer.
それ。
Dang it. I was waiting for someone to shout out current
こんなもん
streamer.
かな。
Is there someone on Twitch named Anonymous Gifter? Because that'll be a hilarious, like, username. There you go. You can always raid an anonymous gifter.
どうしますか？どこに行きますか？
Okay, we can try
お安いご用
mains.
です。お待たせしました。
So we've got this, we've got the other gate. I guess someone's favorite could be hospital food. Stamina steak. Can we... Okay, no one's favorite was beer and steak. Which honestly I'm kind of disappointed that no one's favorite was beer and steak.
どこに行こうかな。
Okay. Oh, Michelin's on the map now. You can see that you take the ferry across. Cameron, did the police academy have a cafeteria? Is someone's favorite military ration police food? No, we just got a vending machine. Okay, no one's favorite's vending machine food. Let's try hospital food. Okay, we'll go. Sam says, do I even want to know how much hospital food costs in the US if you don't have insurance? Because I was recently, I got 2 rounds of blood work and an ultrasound and 2 doctor's visits recently as just part of my annual checkups. And I was like, in Canada, all of these things cost me, almost all of that was free. The only things that cost money was one of my blood work was I had to go to a special lab that was $13 fee. And parking every time I went was $5. So of all the times I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So it cost me maybe $35, $40. I was like, how much would this cost in the US? It's about $2,000. Okay, we gotta wait for the hospital food. 48 hours from now. Okay, well, sorry, Sam, says the hospital food takes 2 days to make it here. Sounds about right. And they're gonna charge us $1 million for it. I'm guessing that's gonna be Ellie's favorite. So, we'll geez, I'll have to remember to come back in 2 days. But in case her favorite is whatever the heck they serve here. It's also hot pot. I wonder if Wazzy would do either. Okay, so it looks like Ellie's is going to be the hospital food, but we have to come back in 2 days. So... rest. There's 2 cryptids. East Crossbell. Ursula Road and East Crossbell Highway. This one I think is it was by the beach, so let's start with that one. I think there's a fishing we got a treasure chest. I see another treasure chest. A hand-holding orbital gun peeks out from inside the chest. The Elderkin sends his regards. Like what kind of stuff? I know in Europe, flour is processed differently, so people who have gluten intolerances actually have a much better time in Europe. Oh, of course my face is covered. Basically all they said is This wasn't open here before, it was blocked off. Oh, sorry. For some reason, I read that as I'd be able to eat a lot of stuff because I'm in the food quest. My head was on this food. Sorry. But yes. I'm not sure how Europe is in terms of that stuff. So for Canada, almost all medical things are free. I was talking to my doctor about this. Blood work is like standard blood work, yes. Specialty blood work. So the one I had was looking specifically at like my liver function. That cost, like I said, $13, which is nothing in the grand scheme of things. I mean, if you're getting that like every month, I guess that adds up. And the other thing is medication is the other thing that's not covered. It's covered until you are 25, or if you're 65 or over. So if you're young or old, most medicine is like covered except for like the dispensing fee. But kind of once you're in between 25 and 65, you have to be on insurance for medication. Petrified. Yeah, stuff like that isn't covered. If it's a surgery that is like recognized as, and say with like medication, this is the other thing, is like your medication has to be recognized as something that is like approved and like will help your condition. So experimental things like that, you'd have to be on a trial, and hopefully the trial pays for it. But yeah, the surgery that isn't, like if you got into like, I don't know, like a motorcycle accident, they need to do surgery to, you know, help you breathe and like make sure that your body's okay. That would be covered. But after that, you wanted like, I guess, more corrective surgeries, plastic surgeries. Yeah, exactly. Like it would be covered for like a burn victim or like a motorcycle accident, but they would cover it up to like a certain extent, and then kind of after that, as long as you can function, it's on your own. I'm the wrong. Actually, I would think about it. Petrified probably does not. The Zamurian metric system has a few obscure measurements like get talked about. Salt is measured in grams. Stupid Cryptid, you'd never have looted me if you hadn't blown my hiding spot. Yes, the Cryptid is up ahead, it sounds like.
あれが現実。
報告通り結構でけえな。清介、場の歪みはどうだ？
時、空、幻、今のところ原因は不明です。そう。
それで結局どうする？警備隊の報告ではかなり危険なタイプみたいだ。対峙するなら慎重に仕掛けよう。
了解しました。
Let's save before we go into this. Yeah, my team's what I want it to be. Health is pretty good. Let's go in for the kill. Yeah, take care, Samuses. Yeah, get to bed. Probably this fight will be the last thing we do for today. So you won't miss too much. You'll either miss me dying or us beating lava turtle thing here. Earth High Earth Space Mirage, I think.
行くぞ。
I thought we were saving you hospital food.
はあ。
行きます。ドライブ開始。さてと。援護します。電磁ネット。
Okay, just staying here and casting breath is probably pretty good.
行くぜ。
Okay, arts are the way to go.
さてエニグマクローン。私の番ね。
Okay, now we split up and search for clues.
ほら。
それ。
行くぜ。
私の番ね。行きます。
よし。
That isn't sand. I don't know what universe that's sand blasting.
行くぜ。ぜー。俺の番だな。エニグマ駆動。
はい。ドライブ開始。任せて。エニグマ駆動。
おっしゃ。
Okay, resisted the attack delay, but not the defense. Maybe we'll get some S breaks off.
Ha!
私の番です。ドライブ開始。任せて。エニグマ駆動。
ここだ。よっしゃ。手こずってるかい。それ。や。
Crit for Ellie will be good. This one should do a solid amount of damage.
よし。
Time to move.
私の番です。ドライブ開始。私の番ね。
任せろ。よし。エニグマ駆動。
それ行きます。 はい。
Alright, Threat Eaters is a defensive. I should probably see if she has an offensive S break.
駆動。
俺の番だ。それ。ほら。 番だな。エニグマ駆動。
さてエニグマ駆動
行くぜ。
任せて。
やっ
This is a very EP heavy fight. If you came in here with like 4 tanks, I guess there's a report where you're supposed to read that probably detailed some of this.
や
No worries, sounds good. And like I said, once we beat this, I think we're done for tonight, and it looks like we'll be finished with it shortly.
行くぜ。
援護します。電磁はいドライブ開始。任せて。
それ。
That blade might not even have to move to get out of the way of this attack. Oh, how close are you? 167. That's just some straight up attacks. There we go.
上陸かしら。
ナイスファイト。さすがに手強かったな。
それにやっぱり不思議な消え方をしたわね。ティオちゃん、場の歪みの方はダメです。上位三属性が働いたままです。
たく、一体何が原因なんだ。
どうやら幻獣そのものが原因じゃなさそうだけど。
やっぱりもう一方も当たってみる必要がありそうだな。
Alright, and with defeating that, Cryptid, that is where call it for tonight.